Washington, D.C. It's a place where leaders congregate, or at the very least where leaders are memorialized in marble or bronze statues. Mostly male statues, unless your name is Eleanor or Joan. But leadership extends so far beyond politics or even gender, so I went around and asked people this question. What makes a good leader?
Something to me that makes a good leader wouldn't be anything that's about brute force or, say, quick decision making or, say, a stern leader.
It's not just about command and giving orders.
To me, what makes a good leader would be probably humility.
Trusting people.
To encourage people to do the right thing.
And maybe the biggest flaw would be empathy.
Empathy. A leader who wants to get to know his or her constituents and wants to understand what hurts or what helps their people.
Why would anyone follow you if they couldn't see qualities of themselves within you?
I think a good leader is someone that can articulate themselves well and well enough to where that they can get their message to the masses and get a good amount of people to follow them to where they want them to go.
They make their instructions clear.
You can help the people around you to go to your goal.
Good leader is the one that makes an example.
A good leader is someone who would never ask their team to do anything that they wouldn't do themselves.
I think that what makes a good leader, it's somebody who's willing to put the work into it.
I just think he's a good leader if he can take on more work than his subordinates.
It's a teamwork.
Puts less stress on the people he works with and puts more stress on himself.
So what makes a good leader?
I would say a good leader is someone who listens, advises.
I think that a good leader should be a person that genuinely cares about the experience of its workers and be able to provide its workers the necessary information and trainings and experiences that they need.
Competency. Knowing what you're doing, and then if you don't know what you're doing, saying you don't know, that's still competency.
Yeah, I think someone who's willing to continue to learn, get it right, get it wrong, adjust, and then continue to take chances.
Un buen líder se forma desde la base de la familia, estudiando, trabajando y siempre con honradez.
I'd say the main things are honesty and integrity and caring for the people.
So what makes a good leader?
Having compassion.
Someone who has compassion for their subordinates.
And understanding.
Someone who can relate to what they're going through and that just doesn't berate them, but can understand what they're doing and I guess empathize with things that they do.
I think a good leader is pretty much charismatic, but also very transparent with its followers or supporters.
Very transparent, but also very responsible, and knowing that you have a certain type of power.
Could you give me an example of an actual person that you define as a good leader, living or dead?
For me, the best leader ever is Jesus.
I would say Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King Jr.
I think one person right now when I think of a good leader would be Tom Brady.
I would say Muhammad Ali. Just because I believe that this is someone who not only had that physical strength that people look for in a stereotypical leader. This is someone who had this mental strength and also strong principles and morals.
Given where we are and that I'm from Illinois, I'll go with Abraham Lincoln with his cabinet of rivals, inviting people together that disagreed, but using that disagreement to build stronger ideas and make sure that you're right more often than time than you're wrong.
Donald Trump.
Duterte of the Philippines.
In Central America, like my country in Panama, Omar Torrijos, he was a good leadership that the people believe in him.
Obama was a good leader.
Barack Obama. Michelle Obama.
I would say
Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama.
I would say Shirley Chisholm. She is one of the first black women, actually the first black woman to be elected to Congress, as well as the first black woman to run for president.
Even though she knew she wasn't going to win, the fact she paved the way, I think, is honestly monumental and admirable in itself.
Yeah, she just did it anyway.
Yeah.
I would say for me,
this is a tough one.
Probably be AOC right now. I like how she likes to keep the public eye informed and in tune to what they're working on and what's going on. So, yeah.
Could you give me one person that you define as a good leader, living or dead?
My father.
My father and my mother.
Especially when you have to take care of your house, take care of the kids, take care of a job. For me, every woman, it's a leader and it's a fighter.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you're new to this channel, I'm Jordan. I like creating videos that highlight the beauty of life and the significance of our relationships in it. Feel free to like this video, share this video with the loved ones in your life, and I'll see you next time. Take care.